So this next scratch is the stab or the chop. This one was made really famous by Grand Mixer DST, and then he changed it into DXT. But you hear this one on the Rocket track by Herbie Hancock. You know, you hear that scratch, that famous. So that one. Okay, so the easiest way for me to explain the stab, I'm gonna have to break it down nice and slow. I won't even turn the platter on for this, but basically, you know, with the chirp, how our hands were kind of following each other, going together and apart. Well, this one is gonna be more of they're gonna follow each other this way. Okay, so they're both going to be going in the same direction. So once again, we're going to use that iconic ah sound, because that's usually the best sound to start with. But what we're going to do is we're going to follow that sound, or follow that sound. We're going to follow our hands. So we're going to break it down super slow. So we're going to open it. Okay. Now that we're open, we want to close the fader before we do the pullback, because we don't want to hear this back pull. Okay, so let's try it again. Okay, now we're going to close the fader and then pull back the record. So now we don't hear that. Okay, so again, close the fader, pull back the record. Close the fader, pull back the record. Close the fader, pull back the record. Okay, so now let's kind of speed it up a little bit. See? And you can start, you know, once you start getting a little more comfortable with it, start trying to do little patterns or melodies with, you know, with the chop. You basically gonna have to figure out what feels more comfortable for you on where you're holding your hand as far as hand position. Some people like to go up and down, like just straight up and down. Me, I'm a little more relaxed with my hand here kind of to the side. Okay, so let's kick it over to this side, and pretty much the same thing applies. There's my sound. Okay, Hamster. It's going to be a little different, because remember, Hamster's like cutting with the volume. So if you were to use the volume, it would be both ups. Okay? But since we're going to go Hamster, it's going to be kind of this way. See? So the same thing, you're going to open the fader, then you're going to pull back the fader before you pull back the record. You know, so you don't get that back scrape. I guess the difference between Hamster and normal is the way that you're going to use your hand movement. So instead of your fingers doing the open and close, initiating those scratches, then it's your thumb that's initiating the scratches instead. So, you know, your let's see, click this back over. For your stab, it's your fingers that's going to initiate that. Hamster, it's your thumb. Oops. So it's a little different. But hopefully that kind of helps you out. And once again, getting them faster, I mean, it's just going to be practice, guys. You know, practice. Me personally, here's another tip within a tip video. Here's another tip. Practice scratching with the record, with the platter not spinning. Okay, so turn off the platter. And the reason for that is because you literally have to make the record move back and forth. You're not, what's the word I'm looking for? You're not getting reliant on the platter pulling the record for you. So this, in a sense, actually builds up your record hand, and it'll give you that movement in your record hand. So now we're not so reliant on the platter pulling the record. Okay, so there's another tip within a tip. You get your record hand going and you get it strong, then as your scratches start to progress, that record hand is going to change up the sound a lot more, and I'll cover that in another video too. But for now, that's your stabs video. So hopefully your stabs are your chops. Hopefully that helped out. Peace.